Okay, YouTube. Now, as I promised, the second part's going to be a rant. There is a bill. We'll go to a different world here. There is a bill that's going to be presented to Congress, which a lot of us to do these Let's Plays and whatnot
Dance News Review
are not going to be happy with. Apparently, the movie company, which I can understand the movie company's point of view, they want to turn around and make it illegal. And I'm glitching here a little bit. There we go. They want to make it illegal for movies and TVs to be streamed on YouTube, which I can understand. But the way they worded the stuff, and I can even understand the record industry getting in on this. I can totally understand it. But the way they worded it, I don't know if they worded it or this senator or congresswoman from Minnesota, I believe it is, worded it. It includes all media. Now, all media would also encompass the videos that we are doing as a hobby and or in some cases getting paid to do. And the problem is it's all the movie industry. You know, I can understand if it's worded for the movie industry, fine. Now, here's my point. I'm not a political person, but when it deals with something, I mean, this may seem petty compared to some of the other things going on. But to me, I don't think it's right for them to turn around and word it so that it is in such a broad statement. And hopefully, because of it being such a broad statement, it does not pass. But we'll see what happens there. But I'm going to put a link to Seamus's video that was the one that I saw that brought this to my attention. And I don't want to go down there. I'm going to get lost. But basically, the way it is written at the moment is if I posted, okay, say it passed and I post this video. If I get marked, instead of a 3 strikes rule, supposedly it's supposed to be a 10 strike rule, they're being lenient. But if it's a 10 strike rule and I turn around and get warned 10 times, the 10th time I do this, I get arrested and charged with a felony. That's right, a felony. For basically doing free advertisement for video game companies. Now, like I said, I can understand them turning around doing for the movie industry to an extent. Because here's the reason why I think that the movie industry is just a bunch of greedy morons. If they would turn around and practice the business model of, well, let me say this first. I'm going to say this business model, but 3 people I will, and I repeat, 3 that I know of that I will not argue with in the movie industry is James Cameron, Spielberg, and one Mr. George Lucas. Now, if they would turn around and take the business model of George Lucas, instead of trying to turn around and squeeze us out of money, to turn around and pay for their movies that they make for us, which I'm not going to say they're all great. In their own sense, they are good. You get the occasional, especially recently, you're getting a lot of great movies. The problem is that if they would follow the business model of George Lucas and whatnot, then they would be richer than the wildest dreams right now, and they wouldn't be pushing to turn around and screw more of the little people. Now, other thing you have to remember is they're screwing us as it is. You have all this great technology, the 3D, the what is it now, the 7.1, and even theaters go higher than that, surround sound and whatnot. Those are great. I don't mind watching a 3D movie if it is done good. I turned around and saw Tron in 3D. First off, movie, loved it. 3D, couldn't tell the difference. It was too dark. There was not enough contrasting to turn around and see it correctly in 3D. Now, in the opposite spectrum, it was just released Transformers 3. It was filmed entirely in 3D. It should be good. Now, here's the other point. I can't afford, I mean, if I save up, yeah, I can see it. I can't afford to turn around and constantly be watching movies in 3D and then turn around and wait for the DVD, or I shouldn't say DVD, those are practically gone, the Blu-ray 3D version. Because for me to watch a Blu-ray 3D, I have to buy a new Blu-ray player, I gotta buy a 3D HD TV, I gotta spend thousands of dollars. And then get those stupid glasses that I can't even wear correctly because I wear glasses. Now, I'm not going to argue with the technologies and them wanting to get the money for technologies. I completely understand that. I understand they want to get money for everybody behind the scenes, all the directors, the producers, the executive producers themselves. I can understand. It's a job. They want money. They're providing a service. But here's a little analogy. Okay, back in the day of VHS, and some of you younger people don't, you might vaguely remember VHS are videotapes. Those big clunky black rectangles that go into a VCR, which I know quite a few people don't have anymore. But what a lot of people don't know is the time that the VHS tape was real big, and right before DVDs came out, there was another technology called Laserdisc. Now, you could turn around and go to a video store and buy a videotape. Say movie A. We're not going to name any movies here, but movie A came out, say, July of 2000. It was released to Blockbuster. Okay? Blockbuster or whatever other movie chain would have it for like 6 months before it was released to the general public to buy, and then it was like $40 for the videotape or whatnot. You go into a store that unfortunately isn't around anymore. You go into Suncoast Video, and you can buy that videotape. At the time it was released to Blockbuster. Problem is, you'd be spending $120 for a videotape. Well, at that same time, if you did not want to pay the $120 for the videotape, you could buy the little lesser known technology called Laserdisc and spend anywhere between $50 and $100 for the Laserdisc. Now, you go to the same point now. The DVDs came out, Laserdiscs faded out. Okay, I can understand it because Laserdisc was not copy protected. You can videotape them, you can record them, yada yada. You got the DVD, which was more technologically advanced. It was a smaller disc. You didn't have to flip the disc over to watch it. You didn't have to switch discs if it was longer than an hour. Everything was on one disc. Now, when those came out, you know, they were, what, 20 to 35 bucks. Now, you got the new technology, which is Blu-ray. Okay, yeah, you turn around and spend the same amount, 20 to, say, 40 for a single disc movie. Now, we're not talking special editions or multi-discs or a collection or anything. Now, here's the thing that's actually killing the movie industry. You turn around and release that for that price in Blu-ray, but you're still selling your DVD version for the same exact price. Now, yeah, if you made the DVD cheaper, then people will be going with the DVD more. Blu-ray phase out because it's, you know, not as popular, sort of like HD DVD was. But I've never been down here. But the whole idea is they're screwing us as it is to turn around and get these movies after the movie's produced. Now, the theaters are what rake in the major money for the production crews. So yeah, I can understand them wanting to keep the bootlegs off. But and the reason why I ranted on about this part is the fact that the movie companies are getting all this money off of the DVDs, and I'm not saying they don't. I'm saying they may not be sharing that profit with the actors and whatnot, you know. But it's the whole idea of, like I said, piracy, I can totally understand. I agree with what they're trying to do. I understand it. But with this bill, it's going to make it illegal for me to turn around and videotape a class play, which the play is technically maybe a copyrighted thing. You know, like, say I videotaped a cousin doing a high school production of Grease. I upload it and video it and upload it. I could be turning around in trouble because the songs in it are copyrighted. The play itself is copyrighted. But they're just getting idiotic. And what it is the movie industry has this person in the pocket. And like I said, I'm not disagreeing with the idea of trying to stomp out piracy. I understand that. I'm not going to argue with that. It's the idea of you hurt every other little industry because you don't know, and your lawyers who want the money don't know what the heck they are doing and write up a law or a proposal or a bill that not only involves your field but everybody else's without turn on consideration. And then you got the record, or not the record, but you got the movie industry with this congresswoman in their pocket. So that, oh, we'll not only screw this person, but we'll screw the entire YouTube community or internet streaming, because it's going to end up being to the point all you're going to have left is stupid videos of people doing stupid things, hurting themselves, and the kids are going to see it, go, hey, I could do that, and then they hurt or unfortunately may kill themselves. Instead of turn on putting some entertainment like watching a video game. Because some of the kids may not be able to buy the video game. And me personally, I think videotaping the video game is great because the parents can turn on and say, hey, you know, my son or daughter wants this video game. What is it like? I don't know what it's like. I haven't seen anything of it. I don't see a demo to try it. So people will go on YouTube and say, hey, you know, this game D is online. Somebody's playing, and let's look at, oh, okay, this may or may not be good for my kid. Now, you turn around and get rid of that option, and it's going to affect the gaming industry, basically. Not only that, it's going to affect the people that actually get paid and YouTube channels that actually do this as a business. How the heck do I get up there? So, you know, it's a catch-22, and it's going to be affecting everybody in the long run. Now, I just wanted to rant about this a little bit. I'm trying not to get too involved in it. I've already done 3 videos and deleted it because I figured it was too idiotic for me to keep on going the way I was going. And I'm going to leave it here and just say, you know, if they turn around and reword it so that it's just the music industry and the movie and the record industry, okay, fine, go for it, pass it, I don't care. Sounds good. But if they turn around and don't reword it and it ends up including what I am showing you right now, which is a playthrough, or in this case a wander through, I can't really call it a walkthrough, it's a wander through, then no, screw them. And if it does go through like that, I don't want to see any movie trailers on YouTube, because then that's showing scenes of not only a movie, but a movie that's not released yet. You know, you can't have it both ways. It's one way or another. You know, none of this. That's the whole thing with laws and stuff and the Senate bills and whatnot. They're too broad. They don't specify. And I blame Congress and the Senate for that. I don't blame anybody else, and the lawyers. I blame the lawyers too, because all they want is the money. But anyway, I'm going to leave a link to the video that I watched that had Seamus listing this. I'm going to try to put the link to the petition. So if you turn around and watch this and you're against the way it's worded, it'll have a link and you can turn around and email this petition and stuff. And if you are under 18, please ask your parents' permission. I'm not going to turn around and say, you know, I don't want anybody coming back at me. So If you like this, then turn around and support it. If you don't, then don't worry about it and don't watch my video. So this is WLJK.
What's up, homies?
Goodbye.